the CEO of Sport Media. So I'll give the mic to our member president of NGID, that's Mr. Ayomojoyin.
Sorry, but we would like to know your contributions to Gambia as a whole, and the government of Gambia. That's why we are here now.
Can you come again, please?
We want to know what you have done in Gambia. As a mayor in Gambia, Bonjour, we want to know what you have done so far.
Thank you very much. As you all might know, I am Rohey Malick Lowe, the Lord Mayor of Banjul. That's a very interesting question. I am an advocate for women empowerment, women and youth empowerment. This was my slogan when I campaigned to become the first female mayor of the Gambia. And still now, I think, quote unquote, that I am trying my best to fulfill what I've said to the people of Banjul. In Banjul, our administration in the capital is different from Lagos, for example. In Banjul, I doubled up as a governor, simply because the administrative officer here in Lagos is the governor, yes, whereas the mayor becomes the political administrator. So in Banjul, we don't have a governor, so it's right to say, and it's safe to say that I act as both as the mayor and as the governor. So my work is more of empowering women and youths. And so
According to Banjul, we learned some of the citizens, some of the people there are clamoring for your they want to see more of you and want to know your plan. What other plans you have for these people, and in what way do you plan to give them more of you in a bigger way?
Yeah, thank you very much. It's not that I plan with a team. So it's not what I want, but it's what the people want. As you know, leadership is about leading, being in front, listening to people, knowing their problems. And I think what we normally do is we sit as a team and try to know exactly what the people want, because we are governing them. They are the very one who put us into this position. And to be quite honest, I am trying, or we are trying our level best to set a very good example. Being the first female mayor in the Gambia, it means that we have to double our efforts to make sure that women come, or women are trusted to power. So we have done a lot, and for me it's not a lot. People will say it's a lot, as you just quoted, but for me it's not a lot. We have another 2 years to go, and I am sure before we reach the end of the bridge, we will do more for the people of Banjul.
Good afternoon. Once again, my name is Shanadi Evo. I'm the publisher of City News. I would just like to ask, do you have any plans of contributing? I know you might have contributed some things to the sub-region, but do you see yourself taking another role outside of the Gambia, maybe in the sub-region?
Yeah, by the way, I am the president of the African Capital Cities, that is the Sustainable Forum, and I am an executive member at the Global Parliament of Mayors. So that means I am already known in the international. So the contribution that we are doing is to try to have sustainable cities throughout Africa. And this work, we are doing it through this platform of the African Capital Cities Forum. And yes, we are doing a lot to make sure that it is not about the people of Banjul, but the Africa as a whole. If you look at the geographic of Africa, we are all one. If I am here in Nigeria, for example, I feel very comfortable. I feel at home, even though I have businesses here. But every Nigerian tends to be a brother or a sister to me. So my work is not only working for the people of Gambia, but of course, Africa as a whole.
My name is Oladapo from the Nation newspaper. We are all aware about the political turmoil that happened in Gambia during the reign of President Yahya Jammeh, before he was ousted out of power, before the new president. Did you play any pivotal role in, changing the government for years? And how has Gambia and Banjul fared under the new government as as we speak today?
Yeah, during the time of Jammeh, I normally don't want to talk about the past. During the time of Jammeh, as you said, you call it dictatorship, call it whatever you want, but during the time of Jammeh, I was in the opposite side. So we fought so hard, and this is, the credit goes to the people of Gambia, because as you said, dictatorship is not easy to uproot dictatorship. So this is not, I contributed, but I think my contribution was very, very, very small. The credit goes to the people of the Gambia, especially women. And we know, everybody knows that if women want something, they go out for it. So I give the credit of uprooting the dictatorship in Gambia to the women. Yes, I contributed, but again, my contribution was just very, very small.
So would you say everything has changed? What should people envisage in changing the government? Would you say everything has changed in this present government as of today?
Yeah, I wouldn't say everything has changed. Democracy is not something that favors everybody. There are certain things that is going on in the Gambia that I really don't like, but maybe somebody else is seeing it in another perspective. Yes, things are changing, but not to the expectation of the people of the Gambia. But this is my own personal view, because as I said, democracy doesn't favor everybody. So again, to be very fair to the government of the Gambia, I am in the opposition side. So I don't want to sit here throwing stones on them. But to be quite honest, I can only say that I'm not satisfied with everything that is going on, but so it is.
Ma, I'm Rose from the Comments NG. Ma, if you are opportune to be the first female president in Gambia, what will you do differently to impact the citizen of the country?
Thank you very much, and that's coming from a woman. I am so grateful to have that question, yes. To be quite honest, at this moment, I'm not thinking about being the president of the Gambia. Not at this moment. I have my party leader who is there. I'm part of the United Democratic Party, that is the UDP. And of course we have our leader already. Not the flag bearer yet, but is the leader of the party. By the way, I was just elected also a week ago or 2 weeks ago as the second vice president of the party. And this is the biggest party in the Gambia. If I happen to be the president one day, as I said, my vision and mission is all about empowering women and youth. I want to see the leadership of women increase in numbers in the Gambia. If you look at, women are really underrepresented in the Gambia, and we are the kingmakers. So my vision is to see women leadership in different facets. For example, I want to see, and I always quote this in many platforms, I want to see the IGP being a woman. We have, I cannot understand Gambia for 200 years. We cannot still produce a woman as an IGP. It's really, it doesn't make sense to me. And I want to see the chief of defense staff also a woman. As much as I want to see the president to be a woman, it's not only about the president. It's not about the presidency. We as women are not power hungry. We are just there to make sure that we see a change. We want to see women in leadership. And we are not talking about the presidency. We are talking about all other sectors. We want to see women in leadership. And if you, this is a fact, that if you give leadership to a woman, they took the bull by the horn. So, and we are not only there thinking of ourselves, we think of our counterparts also. We think of our male partners. We think of our families. I always say that we are the brain of the wall. We think for the men and we think for ourselves. Look at all what we are doing at home. Women will wake up as early as 5 o'clock, cook food, take the children to school, take care of our husbands, and then we start going to work. So the answer is best known to you. So who is doing it all? Of course, it is the woman. Thank you.
Good afternoon, ma. My name is Adele Over, the married follow sister. Ma, as a mayor of Banjul, can you please tell us your relationship with other African countries? First one. Secondly, you mentioned you have impacted in youth and women in Banjul. Please, can you please mention some of the things you have done so far?
Yeah, thank you very much. The relationship you have said, I just mentioned that I am the president of the African capital cities. Yes, meaning that I have relationship with all the 54 capital cities in Africa. Some might ask why 54? Yes, because for example, South Africa has 2 capitals. So I have a lot of relationships with the African capital cities, being the president, for example, the mayor of Abuja, for example, the governor of Lagos, for example. These are people, the mayor of Dakar, the mayor of Freetown, and mayor of Dakar and Freetown happen to be both women. So I have relationship with all African capital cities, especially women where women are leading. Especially, I will put emphasis on that. For example, I have a very good relationship with Freetown, and in Freetown, Yvonne happens to be the mayor. And I can tell you she's doing extremely well. And in Dakar, again, who happens to be my own mentor, a mother and a mentor. So I have a very good relationship with African capital cities. And if you ask me what I am doing for the youth, I am not the type of leader who start talking about this is what I'm doing and that is what I'm doing. I think we leave that with my profile. Go and Google my profile and then you will know exactly what we are doing. But one thing very close to my heart, and I always try to talk about it, is like, for example, giving scholarships to youths. And this is something that is very, very close to my heart, because education is something that makes people. It contributed a lot in the life of people. I have an initiative also called the Rohey Malick Lowe Women and Girls Initiative. And I took from my own account $200,000 to start this initiative. And women are extremely doing very well in this initiative. So the rest, I just leave it with you to make research. I am not the type of leader who just, will give credit to myself. I want it to come from people.
Yeah, my last question goes those. What are the challenges so far? Would you like to let us into that, like the stumbling blocks that you've encountered, in the course of being your work?
Thank you very much. I think, yes, the challenges. The challenges. We are in 2021. I don't even want to start thinking about the challenges. I just want to go over them, cross them and to have the confidence that they cannot block me. Number one, in Africa, I would say Africa as a whole, the political arena in Africa is a male-dominated arena. So being a woman and the first female mayor in the Gambia obviously will tell you something. It's not something that is easy at all. But as I said, I promise about the stereotyping and the bullying anymore. We are now in 2021. I promise myself to think of the future, not to think of the obstacle now. And also another thing is being an opposition in Africa is obviously not easy. So, but notwithstanding, I have moved on, and I have just promised myself from 2021 that I will not even start thinking of the obstacles. I just want to think of the positive side and just to pretend like I didn't have any obstacles in front of me so I can move easily. But yes, there are obstacles. Once again, thank you so very much. First and foremost, allow me to thank the journalists here and to thank my family. If I say my second family, that is the citizens of Nigeria. I am so grateful to every Nigerian. This is my second home. I feel very comfortable if I am here. I'm on my leave, and I decided to be here at least to spend part of my leave with my brothers and sisters here. My sincere thanks goes to a dear brother, and that is the King of Ife. That is the Oni of Ife, who is a friend and a brother. And I wouldn't end the interview without thanking without thanking him so much. Also to my role model and a father, that is Obasanjo Olusegun also. I also want to say hello and also extend my greetings and sincere thanks to him and his team. I think everybody will accept that he's a role model, and nobody will disagree with that, or will not disagree with that. So I think in a nutshell, this is what I want to say, and I also want to thank my PA here, that is Awa, and she's always with me whenever I am here. And to all of you, a Happy New Year. And I want to see more women in the journalism field. Please give them the cameras and the micros. Thank you so very much.
When we come to Gambia,
sorry, one last question.